Today we are going to see the fiction work of George Eliot. Yesterday, very clearly, we saw the introduction about George Eliot. Today, we are going to see the content of the fiction, The Mill on the Floss. The Mill on the Floss. Okay. So 81% of the people liked this book so far, ma. The Google users, out of 5, 3.8 ratings has been awarded for this work. The Mill on the Floss was written by George Eliot. Almost 81% members liked this book so far. We'll see. The Mill on the Floss. Mill. As I told you, it's a mill. Mill means the mill consists of heavy loading machines on the Floss. Floss is the name of the river. So, the mill on the Floss river. So, this fiction deals about the mill which lies on the Floss. Okay. This novel was written by George Eliot. It was first published in 3 volumes. This book was published in 3 volumes. 1, 2, then 3. 3 volumes in the year 1860. It was first published by William Blackwood. He is the first publisher of this book. Then later on, it was published in the American edition. It was first published by William Blackwood, but in the American edition, it was published by Harper and Brothers. Okay, it was published in New York. Here you can see the first page of the novel, The Mill on the Floss, written by George Eliot. This book was divided into 3 volumes, and this is the volume number 1. This was published by William Blackwood. He is the first publisher of this book. The author. This is a first edition title page, ma. First edition was printed by William Blackwood. So this is the first edition page, first page. Who is the author? George Eliot is the author. Country, it was set in United Kingdom, England, London. In which language? English language. Genre, novel type, and it is also called as domestic fiction. Domestic means interior. Domestic means household. Okay, within the family or somewhat a small gang, that is called as domestic. So, this genre comes under domestic fiction, which may not come true or real. It is set in Lincolnshire from the year 1829 to 1840. It was published by William Blackwood and Sons, Edinburgh and London. It was first published on 1860. Media type, printed version. Here you can see the first copy of the edition. It was on the printed edition. So, media type, print. Totally we have 993 pages in 3 volumes. Okay, we have 993 in 3 volumes. So this is the general information about the novel The Mill on the Floss. Spanning a period of time, it takes 10 to 15 years to complete a complete story lies between 10 to 15 years to complete. So in this novel, we are going to see about two important characters. One is Tom and another one is Maggie Tulliver. Okay, Tom and Maggie are the brothers and sisters. They were grown up at the Dorlcote Mill on the river Floss. They were born and brought up at the river Floss, and they have a mill. The mill is situated at the junction of the river Floss and the more minor river Ripple near the village of St. Ox in Lincolnshire, England. Both the river and the village are fictional place. There is no such place. The novel begins in the late 1820s. Again, I'll tell you, the story sits on the river Floss and the more minor river Ripple. Okay, so this full story based on these two rivers main on the main side of the village. Okay, girls, here you can see mill. This is the mill. Maggie Tulliver is a protagonist of the play. When the story starts, she is 9 years old, ma. When the story starts, she is 9 years old. And her parents is 13 years old married couples. And she got one elder brother. Tom and Maggie are brothers and sisters. This both continues up to the end of the novel. Their travels, they continues throughout the novel. Okay. Here we can see the characters. You can see the characters now.